Hello everybody, this is Frank the Bob here and welcome to race number 4 of the 2020-21 NROL Goldfish Truck Series. This is the IC Bus 200 at Five Flags Speedway. After 3 exciting races in this series, we come to the first short track race of the season. The championship battle is heating up now and this race should really shake things up. Only a limited number of drivers can race in the main event, so some drivers will have to go home early. In this case, 31 drivers will start in the main event. With that being said, here's the event format. We'll start with 4 heat races. The top 5 finishers in each heat will fast track to the A main, and everyone else will have to go to the B main. The winner of each heat race will earn 5 championship points. Once the B main is set, the top 11 finishers in that race will advance to the A main, and the winner of that race will earn 3 championship points. Then, the main event will commence. So with that being said, let's begin. Here we go for the first heat race of the day. Starting the pole for this one is Spencer Davis, alongside him second is Rafael Lassard. Third is Ross Chastain, 4th is Brett Moffitt, 5th is Isaac Nordic, 6th is Marshall Burrell, 7th is Tanner Gray, 8th is Austin myself, 9th is Benson Boyd, 10th is Brandon Poole, 11th is Corey Roper, and 12th is Jennifer Jo Cobb. Yes. So this should be an interesting race indeed. Also, nice that the quality of the cars is at the highest it's always been, well, the highest it's ever been, I should say. I guess that has to do with the track. And yes, I also should. It's probably worth mentioning that after the last race that I recorded, with this new recording format, I've decided I'm happy with it, and I'm going to keep it this way. Alright, so 12 drivers, all competing for a shot at the main event. And here they come to the stripe. And green flag is in the air for heat race number 1 at Five Flags Speedway. Spencer Davis getting a bit of a lead. And he's gone Brett Moffitt behind, going very low. But Brett Moffitt sticking with Spencer Davis as now they're fanning out on the back straightaway. Isaac Nordic trying to get a run off the corners and get past Rafael Lassard. Alright, very fast paced. And they're going all the way to the bottom there. Rafael Lassard trying to get behind him. They're still side by side for third. Well, this is quite the side by side battle. As the Nordic staying ahead. Going for a lead. Brett Moffitt just staying behind Spencer Davis, but no need to battle. Those up there. Back, Allison itself currently the last driver in the final appearance, but although he's still battling with Rafael Lassard, although these two guys, they have to worry about those behind them, as Ross Chastain looking a little bit low, he's getting a bit dicey. Austin itself, though, trying to keep the spot. And he makes contact, Rafael Lassard bumps into the back of him. That could create a little bit of, not so happy things, if you know what I mean. As Ross just ain't gonna go underneath Rafael Lassard. This is for the final transfer spot. As Ross Chastain makes the pass on Rafael Lassard, who's now stuck on the outside lane. So Ross Chastain now in that final transfer spot. Ross Chastain, the experienced driver that he is, would be a little bit embarrassing if he didn't make it into the main event via the heat race. As the heat race is, there's been a crash. But Ross Chastain in the spot. No caution. Let's actually go back and see what happened to cause that accident. That was a mini accident. It wasn't a big accident, but it was still. Oh, Rafael Lassard got involved. Wow. So he made a little bit of contact with Spencer Boyd, and they hit the wall. No caution. Rafael Lassard didn't spin all the way around. But he's gonna have to do some work in the B main later on. Anyway, so Ross is saying now still in the final transfer spot. He's got a comfortable gap between him and Marshall Burrell, who was the first driver outside of the final transfer spot. 3 laps to go. The top 5 is pretty comfortable out here. Although here's Spencer Davis and a bit of a battle with Brett Moffitt. His battle doesn't really mean much, although. Points might be up for grabs. I haven't actually decided the format for this race completely yet, but I have decided enough to, how the race is gonna work and stuff. Anyway, so Spencer Davis now leading in heat race number 1 over Brett Moffitt. White flag, 1 lap to go. Spencer Davis sporting some fresh paint. It's a bit of a generic paint scheme, but it's a paint scheme either way. You know. Anyway, so Spencer Davis is going to come off of turn number 4, and he will win heat race number 1 at 5 Flag Speedway. And Ross Chastain is safely into the A main, making the final transfer spots, along with Austin Wayne Self as well. Everyone behind them, however, they got a little bit more work to do now. We'll see how these guys do later on in the B main. So to give you your finishing standings, so Spencer Davis is going to win heat race number 1, with Brett Moffitt coming up 2nd, Isaac Nordic coming up 3rd, Austin Wayne Self 4th, and Ross Chastain in the top 5. Those 5 will move on to the A main. However, Marshall Burrell in 6th, Corey Roper 7th, Tanner Gray in 8th, Brendan Poole 9th, Jennifer Joe Cobb 10th, Spencer Boyd 11th, and Rafael Assard in 12th. Those guys will be going to the B main, and they're gonna have the work for cut up for them in that race. So, right. So let's see how those guys do in that race. But in the meantime, we'll bring on heat race number 2. Here we go for heat race number 2 at 5 Flag Speedway. Starting on the pole for this one is Gaten Ladani. Alongside him 2nd is Ryan Truex. 3rd is Christian Eckes. 4th is Grant Enfinger. 5th is John Hunter Nemechek. 6th is Chandler Smith. 7th is Johnny Sauter. 8th is Zachary DeLillo. 9th is Christian Vargas. 10th is Stuart Friesen. 11th is Mitchell Collins. And 12th is Corbin Forrester. Another pretty decent race. Last one for race number 1. So, definitely keen to see what goes on in heat race number 2. So Ryan Truex on a part-time basis. I think this is I'm pretty sure this is his 2nd start in the Truck Series this year. I'm not too sure, but either way, he's here. So of course, Ryan Truex not running for points. He's running as a bit of fun, but either way, he's going to try to make an impression today. And green flag is in the air for heat race number 2 at 5 Flag Speedway. Once again, Gaten Ladani getting a little bit of a lead. And there he goes, the field behind him now all scrambling up. It's Grant Enfinger and Ryan Truex, another stuck. I say Grant Enfinger, he's comfortably in the inside, but Ryan Truex now going a little bit high. And John Hunter Nemechek trying to stick with these guys as well. So at the end of lap 1, Zach DeLillo now at the tail end of the final transfer spot. He's got Christian Eckes to contend with now. Man, quite a bit of action here. Ooh, Ryan Truex, man, he is in a pretty dangerous spot now. He's fallen all the way back down to 4th, and looks like he might lose another spot here. So he's gonna be he might be in the final transfer spot, which is a bit of an unsafe spot to be in unless you're far away from the guy behind you, which these guys are not. So I can do little Ryan Truex continuing to race with each other, and here comes Christian Vargas, who is currently the first driver outside of the safe spot. Oh, as Ryan Truex makes contact with Zachary DeLillo, that's going to cause a bit of trouble, as this might give Christian Vargas the edge here. Meanwhile, not much going on up here as Gaten Ladani pulling away, and these two a little bit of away to each other. But now the battle is between Christian Vargas and Ryan Truex is on. This is for the final transfer spot, and Christian Vargas not giving up. 5 laps to go, so we're halfway home. Here comes Adam Garcia, or Mitchell Collins, I mean. Same team. And, ooh, Ryan Truex doing some pretty interesting moves, but he just can't keep up with Christian Vargas. It looks like Christian Vargas, well, for the time being, he has that spot. Can he hold it for 4 more laps? But he's got Mitchell Collins to contend with now. Mitchell Collins might give him the bump and run. Is he going to? Doesn't look like it just yet. 3 laps to go. Alright, who's going to make that final transfer spot? Christian Vargas has it for now, but Mitchell Collins might have something up his sleeve. 2 laps to go. It's a pretty interesting battle. And Mitchell Collins, if he wants the spot, he's going to have to hurry up. One roll lap to go. So Caitlin Downey has a sizable lead over the lead. Meanwhile, Grand Finger Donnie is checking out. His actor's a little checked out as well. So the battle is on for 5th. But coming off of turn number 4, Caitlin Downey will win heat race number 2 at Five Flags Speedway. And Christian Vargas will successfully make a few passes and will make it into the final transfer spot and will go straight to the A main. So to give you a facing, so Caitlin Downey wins with Grand Finger coming up 2nd, John Harry Nemechek 3rd, Jack DeLillo 4th, and Christian Vargas 5th. These 5 are going to make it to the A main. Meanwhile, Mitchell Collins coming up 6th with Christian Nekes in 7th, Ryan Chucks 8th, Corbin Forrester 9th, Stuart Freeze in 10th, Johnny Slaughter 11th, and Chandler Smith in 12th. Those guys will have their work cut out for him as they will be racing in the B main. Alright, let's bring on the next one. And here we go for race number 3. So to give you starting grid, starting the pole for this one is Zane Smith. Alongside 2nd is Logan Cole. 3rd is William Seaman. 4th is Todd Gilliland. 5th is Sheldon Creed. 6th is Tom Majeski. 7th is Derek Krause. 8th is Chase Purdy. 9th is Cody Cleveland. 10th is State Funkelman. And 11th is Angelica Rush. Now Angelica Rush, she's having quite the season, I will say. Although, you know, she's qualified in all 3 of the races so far, but will she qualify for this race? It'll be interesting to see. So some tough competition though. So I'm not really sure what to say about some of these guys. All the top 5 all happen to be drivers competing for points. In fact, you have Chase Purdy back there, though the only non-points competing driver in this heat race. But you never know. You could always show these guys up. Alright. And green flag is in the air for heat race number 3. Zane Smith getting a little bit of lead, but he's got some competition behind him as Todd Gillen. Oh, it's like Todd Gillen, he's trying to get underneath him for 2nd, or for a lead, but yeah, just couldn't quite do it, but it's okay, it's only the heat race. As Todd Gillen's pulling out a bit of a sizable gap for 2nd, although Logan Cole sticking with them. And Chase Purdy's actually made himself through the pack already. As now it's Sheldon Creed on the inside of Logan Cole. These two doing wild things. As Sheldon Creed trying to get the advantage over Logan Cole. And Logan Cole in a bit of a vulnerable spot right now. He is... Oh no, Chase Purdy now actually the final truck in the final transfer spot. Yes sir, Chase Purdy has made his way into the top 5 and will hopefully stay there for the rest of the race. That's if he wants to make it, of course. Alright, so single foul for the top 5. Zane Smith. I haven't talked about him too much this year, but here he is leading in heat race number 3. And Cody Cleveland trying to keep up, but it looks like Chase Purdy might have this one in the bag. Unless he messes up with it in the next 5 laps. This may be more of a sprint race, but accidents are always possible. So 5 laps to go. Chase Purdy, he's made a few starts already, but I haven't really talked about him too much. But there he is today running in 5th in that final transfer spot. So Zane Smith holds the lead for now. Not much going on actually. It feels mostly single file for the time being. I guess Phil doesn't want to get too crazy. Looks like Cody Cleveland is actually losing out a bit on Chase Purdy. So he might just have to come to terms with what's happening in this race and try to make it to the A main through the B main. He's got 2 more laps though. He's doing everything in his power to try to catch up with these guys. All the field getting a little bit stacked up here. Todd Gilliland with 1 lap to go. He might be looking underneath Zane Smith to try to take him on for the lead. That's a little bit too soon though. But off of turn number 4, Zane Smith will win heat race number 3 at Five Flag Speedway. And Chase Purdy will successfully make it into the final transfer spot and will transfer us right to the A main. So your finishing grid is Zane Smith, your winner, with Todd Dillon coming second, Sheldon Creed in third, Logan Cole fourth, and Chase Purdy round up the top 5. So they make it to the A main, whereas Cody Cleveland in 6th, Angelica Brooks in 7th, T. Fogelman in 8th, Derek Cross 9th, Tommy Jesse 10th, and William Seaman in 11th. Those guys will be in the B main, so we'll have to see what they can do there. But in the meantime, let's bring on the 4th and final heat race. And now time for heat race number 4. So on the pole for this one is Jeb Burton. Alongside him second is Tyler Ankrum. Third is Paul Jackson. Fourth is Matt Crafton. Fifth is Austin Hill. Sixth is Adam Garcia. Seventh is Chase Dunbar. Eighth is Ben Rhodes. Ninth is Jordan Anderson. 10th is Tim Beans. And 11th is Cody Rollbow. On camera. Also, we have 2 Nintendo trucks in this race. That'll be interesting. What's the chance of that happening? I guess it's also worth mentioning that the grid for all 4 races is set by the point standings. And, oh wait, I might explain it at some point if people want to know. Otherwise, we just carry on with racing. So, Jeb Burton. I think this is actually his first truck start of the year. Driving for Nice Motorsports today. In number 44 rather than Natalie Decker. I guess Natalie Decker does not prepare for the short track, so Jeb Burton has decided to take control of the 44 truck at Nice Motorsports. And green flag is in the air. We are underway for race number 4 at 5 Out Speedway. Oh, Tyler Ankrum trying to get a bit of a run on the high line. Who is going to make it count? He's trying. He is trying. Ooh, it still could be a good side-by-side battle for lead, but knows Jeb Burton going to have the advantage through here. Ankrum still has Matt Crafton to contend with. Meanwhile, back here, a bit of dicing for the final transfer spot. Now it's between Paul Jackson and Ben Rhodes. Paul Jackson, he won the season opener at Willow Springs. We still have yet to get another winner. Another regular driver, points driver to win a race, because, so far we've had Paul Jackson, but then we got Chase Elliott and Ross Chastain. Anyway, so Jeb Burns actually pulled to a sizable lead. And now Ben Rhodes in the final transfer spot. Now he's in a bit of a battle with Tyler Ankrum. And he's doing everything they can to stay in that final transfer spot. So it's actually the battle for fifth between, battle for fourth? Yeah, fourth between Ben Rhodes and Tyler Ankrum. But let's hope that one of these guys don't make the wrong move, or else they could fall out of contention for the big one. And it looks like, Jordan Anderson got underneath Paul Jackson, although that's not going to mean much if they can't get to the final transfer spot. So Tyler Ankrum sits in the final transfer spot now as Ben Rhodes successfully made the pass, and Paul Jackson trying to stay up here as well. So they got 4 more laps to overtake Tyler Ankrum and make it into the A main. But Tyler Ankrum so far doing a pretty good job at staying up there. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to lose on the spot unless he were to make a mistake. 2 laps to go. So in front of the field, once again, it's checked out. Oh, these are slow cars. So Jeb Burton has a bit of a lead now on Matt Crafton and Adam Garcia, who try not to do anything stupid so they don't mess up. White flag, 1 more lap to go. Jeb Burton in his heat race is going to check out. Now he's going to go on to win. And he will. Jeb Burton will win heat race number 1 and heat race number 4 at Five Flag Speedway. And Tyler Ankrum is going to hold his position and will move on to the A main. So your finishing grid is The results is Jeb Burton coming on with the win with Matt Crabtree coming second, Adam Garcia third, Ben Rhodes fourth, and Tyler Anchor run up the top 5. So this guy can move on to the A main. But then Paul Jackson at 6th, Jordan Anderson is 7th, Cody Robaugh at 8th, Tim Beans 9th, Chase Dunbar at 10th, and Austin Snell 11th. Those guys will be in the B main. We'll have to see how those guys will do there. I think the B main is coming up next, so we will see you in just a second. Alright, with the race completed, it is time to bring on the B main. So let's give you your starting grid for this one. Starting the pool for this one is Cody Equivalent. On the side of second is Derek Krause. Third is Johnny Salter. Fourth is Paul Jackson. Fifth is Rafael Lessard. Sixth is Chase Dunbar. Seventh is William Seaman. Eighth is Mitchell Collins. Ninth is Jordan Anderson. 10th is Marshall Burwell. 11th is Christian Eckes. 12th is Tom Majeski. 13th is Stuart Friesen. 14th is Ryan Truex. 15th is Austin Hill. 16th is Chandler Smith. 17th is Tanner Gray. 18th is Spencer Boyd. 19th is Brendan Poole, 20th is Corbett Forrester, 21st is Tate Fogelman, 22nd is Cody Robaugh, 23rd is Angelica Rush, 24th is Jennifer Jo Cobb, 25th is Corey Roper, and 26th is Tim Beans. Yep. Alright, so this is essentially the race for losers, but 11 drivers will make it on into the main event. The big question is who will be those 11 drivers. Should be interesting to find out. So yeah, pretty sizable field with 26 trucks, but then again, there are quite a few of these guys can make it into the A main, provided they don't mess up or anything. Oh well. Regardless, this race should be an interesting one. And here comes the front row off turn number 4. And green flag is in the air for the B main at 5 Flag Speedway. Cody Equivalent getting a bit of a sizable lead over the rest of the field already as Paul Jackson and Derek Krause going side by side into turn number 2. Look at him go. They're just fanning out, doing some crazy stuff on the back straightaway. Alright, Paul Jackson getting the spot. Chase Dunbar down there in second on the bottom lane, trying to take third away from Derek Krause, and I'm messing up my drivers. Alright, Chase Dunbar. Let's see, he will make the pass on Derek Krause. As now Derek Krause about to lose another spot. This time to William Seaman. And quite a lot of the NROL guys are up here now. We've got top 4 of them are actually NROL guys. Derek Krause has fallen all the way back down to 5th. And here comes Johnny Sauter. He's safe. And one thing that I found out that was interesting is that in the heat races, 3 out of the 4 Thor Sport trucks made it into the A main. The fourth Thor Sport truck that didn't make it was Johnny Sauter. However, he is now in a safe spot and attempting to make it into the big one. Meanwhile, Paul Jackson might be in a battle with Cody Equivalent for the lead. No, all these guys up here are safe, so they don't really have to do anything crazy. They just have to finish the race. While Paul Jackson might be trying to go for a little more than just making it into the A main. Even if he doesn't win the A main, he at least wants to win something tonight. If he can't, however, he's got competition now from Chase Dunbar. As two are now going side by side for second. Paul Jackson stuck high as Chase Dunbar trying to take him on, going low. Man, this is a pretty good race for second. Chase Dunbar might have the spot here. William Seaman now about to stick his nose underneath Paul Jackson. It looks like he will. And he's trying. Ooh, Derek Krause. He might be able to make it. He could have made it 3 wide, but didn't. Smooth move on him. If you're in this good a position, you don't need to do anything crazy. You just need to finish the race. And Derek Krause. Oh, he's trying to find a way around these guys, though. He does not want to give up. Yeah, Paul Jackson gonna lose a couple of spots actually, as he's gonna be stuck on the outside of Derek Krause and Jordan Anderson. So while these two do their thing, let's take a look back here. So right now, Ryan Triggs in 11th is currently the driver, the final guy out of the transplant. Johnny Sauter, I just said he's the last Thor truck that needs to make it into the A main. However, he's in a very, very dangerous position right now. He's on the high line. Spencer Boyd and Ryan Truex doing battle, and Brandon Poole is sticking with these guys as well. Meanwhile, up here, looks like Chandler Smith is going high. Christian Edge is going high. Chandler Smith going low. Man, it's a little bit insane how 2 KBM trucks have not made it to the A main, based on a Actually, I don't think any of the KBM trucks are in the A main. Yeah, I think they've all had to settle for the B main and try to make something happen from there. However, truth of the matter is Chandler Smith and Christian Edge both in a very safe spot. But yeah, I don't actually think that any of the KBM trucks made into the A main via the heats. They've all had to settle for the B main. And here's Tate Fungelman, who's now taken away second, as it looks like that Johnny Sauter is going to lose out on a few spots. Yeah, Johnny Sauter's losing out. Man, in a very dangerous position. We're about to reach the halfway point in this race. That's all I have left to try to make it back up, but I don't think he will, as Angelica Rush is taking part in every single race this season so far. And she does not want that streak to end tonight. If she could just overtake Tate Fungelman, that will put her in the final transfer spot. So we're halfway home in the race. Quite a lot of battle on here as Chandler Smith has to make up a couple more spots. And now Jordan Anderson stuck high. Not too much going on up here, but Bell here, the real Bell. The big Bell is back here. Oh, Jordan Anderson, he's going to get shoved high a little bit. Spencer Boyd trying to stick with the field. Meanwhile, back here, Phil spread out, and Johnny Sauter's lost quite a lot of spots. Man, if he can't keep up with these guys, he's going to have to miss out on the big one. That's missing on quite a margin now. Tate Fungelman doing pretty well. I haven't really talked about him too much this year. And right now he's fighting for his life, trying to be the last truck to make it into the A main. Jordan Anderson actually stuck high though. Angelica Rush might have something to say about this. Angelica Rush, she's going to go low on Jordan Anderson. I think that's going to put her in the final transfer spot. And yes, I think she is, scoring is yet to update. Nope, she's not in a, oh yes, no, she is. Took a little while there, but yes, Angelica Ruggs is now in the final transfer spot. And she's doing everything in her power to take part in the main event. Meanwhile, up here, the field isn't doing too much. It looks like they've calmed down a bit. Oh, Chase Dunbar, he's now trying to chase down Cody Equivalent for that win in the B main. And Chase Dunbar sticking with Cody Equivalent the best he can. It's proving to be a bit difficult, though. At least it's difficult to pass him. Same thing going for third, Derek Krause. Trying to get an edge on William Seaman. This is for third. Yeah, Krause is trying, but he can't quite do it. So Angelica Ruggs is now pulling away from Jordan Anderson, and she is now comfortably in the final transfer spot. I guess now she's had a bit of a longer race to get girls with the track and overtake as many people as possible. You know, a lot of people were expecting Angelica Ruggs to be a bit of a meme, but here she is. She's actually doing something interesting. As she's proving now, she's in the final transfer spot and pulling away from Jordan Anderson. Yeah, so she's actually pulling away from some pretty big boys who are going to actually miss out on the main event. Chandler Smith, he's caught up with third and fourth. He might battle with these guys. Doesn't really mean much, but he might try to get up another couple spots anyway the next few laps. Yeah, Chandler Smith closing in on Derek Kraus and William Seaman. Two laps to go. There's really no battle for the lead as Cody Quiverland's not pulled away from Chase Dunbar. Top five are getting pretty close, or these three getting pretty close to each other. Chandler Smith, he's only racing on a part-time basis for Kyle Busch Motorsports, but here he is today trying to prove his worth. One more lap to go in the B main. And top three staying pretty close together. However, Cody Quiverland is going to round the final corner. And here he comes. Cody Quiverland will win the B main at Five Flags Speedway. And will now advance to the A main in his second race today. And we all saw it coming, but Angelica Rush is going to successfully make it into the final transfer spot, and will race in the A main with all the other big boys. So, finishing this one is Cody Quiverland in first, with Chase Dunbar coming second, William Seaman third, Derek Cross fourth, Chandler Smith fifth, Paul Jackson sixth, Christian Eckes 11th, Spencer Boyd 8th, Ryan Truex 9th, Tate Fogelman 10th, and Angelica Rush in 11th. So all of these very lucky drivers will be racing in the A main up against everyone else who qualified first. However, everyone else: Jordan Anderson coming 12th, Mitchell Collins 13th, Brandon Poole 14th, Johnny Sawyer 15th, Jennifer Jo Cobb 16th, Austin Hill 17th, Stuart Friesen 18th, Corey Wolper 19th, Tim Veens 20th, Marsha Burrow 21st, Corbin Forrester 22nd, Thomas Jesse 23rd, Tanner Gray 24th, Cody Rohrbauer 25th, and Rafael Lessard in 26th, coming on last in the B main. Those guys will all go home, but some of these guys aren't even going to score points now. That is really going to hurt their season. They had the shot to prove the worth, and all these guys below the top 11 all failed. So, yeah, they will go home, but the top 11 will make it on. Speaking of which, let's bring on the A main right now. And here we go. This is the race that everyone has been waiting for. The main event. This is the IC Bus 200. We have set the field for this race, and now it is time to do battles. So with that being said, let's give you your starting grid for the race. So on the pole is Russ Saint, alongside second is John Hardimacek, third is Zachary DeLillo, fourth is Logan Cole, fifth is Derek Kraus, sixth is Isaac Nordic, seventh is Paul Jackson, eighth is Adam Garcia, ninth is Chase Dunbar, 10th is Matt Crafton, 11th is Spencer Davis, 12th is Ben Rhodes, 13th is Chandler Smith, 14th is Christian Vargas, 15th is Galen Downey, 16th is Brett Moffitt, 17th is Todd Gillen, 18th is Brian Trix, 19th is Zane Smith, 20th is Cody Quiverland, 21st is Sheldon Creed, 22nd is Callan Ankrum, 23rd is William Seaman, 24th is Christian Eckes, 25th is Grant Enfinger, 26th is Spencer Boyd, 27th is Chase Purdy, 28th is Jeb Burton, 29th is Ted Fogelman, 30th is also myself, and 31st is Angelica Rush. Yeah, kind of interesting how she's the final transfer spot driver in the B main, and here she is in last place in the A main, but that's okay. She's here, so that's something. But anyway, this is the main one. This is the one that really matters. These 31 drivers have went against the odds to enter this race by either finishing top 5 in the heat races or finishing in the top 11 in the B main. This is the big one. So let's see who is going to take advantage of the opportunity to come home strong. Here they come off of turn number 1, and green flag is underway for the IC Bus 200 at Five Flag Speedway, which is in Pensacola, Florida. But it's not Pensacola. This is, well, in Pensacola, but whatever. Ross Chastain takes the lead in the back straightaway, and Zachary DeLillo already trying to get behind him as Derek Kraus is trying to go underneath these guys. Ooh, very, very dicey stuff. But Chastain has the spot, and Zachary DeLillo now diving into second. Derek Krause below all these guys, though he's gonna get up into third now. The two Nintendo trucks are next to each other. Man, it's actually look very low on the back straightaway. As Ross is saying, he's trying to pull to a bit of a sizable lead. Actually, though, sticking with them. If they'll starting to calm down up here. Oh, as Ross goes a bit low. Yeah, these guys taking different race lines on the back straightaway. As Zachary DeLillo now trying to keep up with Ross Chastain. Meanwhile, back here, Paula Bangulan is Adam Garcia. Has now gone to need Johnny Nemechek to make up a spot. He's got Chase Dunbar behind him. Keep in mind these two are not teammates. They just happen to have the same sponsor. And they are racing each other. Meanwhile, oh, Derek Krause going underneath. Zachary DeLillo. Let's actually look at that again. I missed that the first time. So Derek Krause. Zachary DeLillo goes high, but Derek Krause goes low. And it looks like the Derek Krause might get the spot here on Zachary DeLillo for second. Yeah, it looks... Yeah, still going... Yep, Derek Krause has overtaken Zachary DeLillo for second. Derek Krause in his rookie season, there's only his fourth start of the season. Trying to make a good impression for his team. Just went a bit low there on the back straightaway. Oh, Zachary DeLillo though. He's gonna go low on on Derek Krause. As I'm mixing up the cars, the trucks. Zachary DeLillo though sticking with Derek Krause through the corner. Man, he's not giving up. And the rest of the field's catching up now. This is gonna get interesting. As Adam Garcia trying to do quite the move on these guys. Zachary DeLillo still trying to get back around Derek Krause, but Derek Krause not giving up. This is good racing. And Adam Garcia is going to go low. He's going to attempt to get around Derek Krause. Make up another spot. And Adam Garcia, he's trying. And it looks like he will pass Derek Krause. That's before the it's cleared him now, I should say. So that's for third. All right. Adam Garcia making a name for himself in this race. So Ross Chastain, who usually races. Well, I say usually. He's made a start in every single truck series race this year, including this one. He's pulled quite a lead, but then again, Ross Chastain, a pretty experienced driver. All that being said, we were starting to think that he might not make it through the E-race. He had to go to the B, but no, Ross Chastain actually made the final transfer in its E-race, and he's now pulling away to a very comfortable lead here in the main race. Meanwhile, Derek Krause now lost a couple spots as the field trying to find a way around each other. Yeah, pretty good for our first short track race of the year. We did go to Phoenix Raceway, which is kind of a short track, but this is a full-on short track. And it's a short track that's so short that there aren't even enough pit boxes that we had to do heat races and eliminate some guys. Anyway, so Derek Krause still trying to find a way around these guys. Zach DeLillo trying to pull up a bit of a comfortable second place. Man, Garcia trying to stick with him though. Field most single file though. Guess we'll look out for another pass whenever that happens. Man, once they continue to pull away from the pack. I mean, we probably should have expected this. And it'll definitely be interesting to see Ross and Sting go 2 in a row in the Truck Series. All the Siemens National Series is off this weekend, so Chastain, this is pretty much an all for fun race for him. Not right here for experience, just here as a bit of fun. Because why not, I suppose. Go back here. They've pointed down a bit. I'll go back here though. Todd Gilliland. He's high on the track. Here side by side battling with Brett Moffitt. Ooh, looking cold there as well. All these guys trying everything, but ooh, bit of contact there between Logan Cole and Grant Enfinger. She's pretty getting a piece of these guys as well. She's pretty actually gonna gain another spot on Grant Enfinger. Wow. That cat's make quite some banging now. Also, myself and Paul Jack's getting into it with each other. Here's Schwarzenegger is going low now on Grant Enfinger, who has a similar truck to Ben Rhodes. Man, that he's up here now. Oh, about to go 3 wide on the back straightaway. Some bumping and banging. Going 3 wide down the back straightaway. Going back up here, the field is just settling down a bit. I think now this race is a lot longer than the ones we have today, as this is, of course, the main one. So back here, as I Paul Jackson now just went in front of Grant Enfinger. It was Angelica Rush, who started at the back of the field, has made her way up to 20th. Angelica Rush, she's gotten some surprisingly good results this year. Like, last year, some people were making fun of her for being a bit of a meme, but now this season, she's a bit more of a serious contender. Maybe not for the title, but she's doing something. Oh, Zane Smith going beneath it, though. Zane Smith, though, has a bit of a more powerful truck. I should say that Angelica Rush is driving for a not-so-well-funded team. Zane Smith, however, driving for one of the best teams in the whole series. Honestly, he's going to make it overtake on Angelica Rush. So, clean race so far here at Five Flags Speedway. System bar. Oh, those other fields sort of settled down. That's a battling all the way back here. Jed Burden. A bit of a brawl with Matt Crafton. Spencer Boyd back here as well. Jed Burden, he actually won his heat race. Now he's in the main race doing not as good. Not sure what it is, but he just, I don't know. Yeah, all these guys though just starting to cool down a bit, although lap traffic might become a factor in this race for Ross Chastain. As now he's not too far away on the back of the pack. Ryan Truex all the way back here. Wow. I forget if Ryan Truex made it into the A main or the B main. I don't remember. Yeah. It's Ankrum here as well. And there is Ross Chastain. Although his gap in first, though, is slowly decreasing. As Zachary DeLillo might have a plan. Going pretty slow. Might be seeing pit stops soon. Yep, pit stops could become a thing in this race. But with the nature of this track, we try to give these guys softer tire compounds that wear out kind of quickly. So it'll be interesting to see how pit stops change the outcome of this race. Pretty much someone already down pit road, as you saw in the background. Someone so Chastain the front runners pit. Well, it feels like they were pretty slow, 70 miles per hour through the corner. Lap times are down, and actually the gap between Ross Chastain and Zachary DeLillo is shrinking. So Zachary DeLillo, like I say, might have a plan to get past Ross Chastain. For the time being, I think these guys want to make it to the halfway point of this race before pitting. This way, this will only be a one-stop race for them. Unless a caution were to come up before the end, in which case they would have to pit again. And I just heard someone calling from the road. Oh, it's Paul Jackson, although he's not really in anyone's way. Although he might be. He's thinking behind Ross Chastain, though. Oh, he's giving Chastain the bump. Paul Jackson having just pit. He's got fresher tires now. He's going to get around Chastain without issue over Chastain. He's got Zachary DeLillo not too far behind him. Anyways, quite nice to visit a good old-fashioned short track. That's Chastain and everyone else. Yeah, they brought out the pits in. Zachary DeLillo closing that gap. Oh, what's this? We have Ben Rhodes, who I think just pitted. So now he's on fresher tires, and actually Angelica Rush also just pitted. It seems like fresher tires are quite a lot faster at this track than worn tires. As now, Zachary DeLillo is getting swallowed up by the lap traffic, who is now unlapping themselves. They are on fresher tires. And Chastain have to take a wide line to let Ben Rhodes past. All these leaders staying on as long as possible. They don't want to pit too soon. In fact, I can't see them pitting in the next few laps. Oh, here he comes, Chastain on pit road now. That's gonna give lead to Zachary DeLillo for the time being. But they're approaching the halfway point in the race, so he's gonna have to pit soon. And Zachary DeLillo not pitting. And M. Garcia now in second. There's now Hoyle Walston, Wayne Self He's got fresher tires. Now Self trying to get around Zach DeLillo. I was gonna go on the inside line. Oh, but they're looking at back off. M. Garcia now takes pit road. This is Zach DeLillo trying to stretch out this run as long as possible. So various drivers are pitted. Is that just a little thing on another lap? Man, he's really going far. He's gonna have to pitch soon, though. There he comes this time by. There's actually a little on pit road. There's a whole wad of cars that have already pitted, but we're gonna stick the Foley's at the lead for now. Actually, he's been overtaken. There's now Spencer Davis now being scored for first. And he's starting to hold up the lead back now, or the cars that already pitted. I don't know if this is smart or stupid on Spencer Davis's part. Maybe he's trying to lead last for the sake of it. And we'll see where he ends up later. Spencer Davis staying out again. Brayson got some faster cars, trucks to put up with. While Stain tries to get back past him. And now he's getting rerun by Angelica Rush. Man, Spencer Davis staying out for a really long time. How long until he pits? I think he's actually the last one who hasn't pitted yet. Yeah, staying out again. Man, how long does he want to stretch his run? Yeah, all these faster guys, they do not want to mess around. Here he comes. Spencer Davis comes down to pit road. Now Chase Dunbar. So that's going to pass the lead over to him. Yep, Chase Dunbar now in the lead at Five Flags Speedway. He's got, the other time Garcia on his bumper, and Garcia is a lap down. So it's not really going to matter. In fact, actually, there's quite a big mess on this track now. It's Chase Dunbar. He's in the lead. Actually, no, that's still jogging for position. Derek Kraus now in second. He's got quite the gap on Chase Dunbar, though. So Derek Kraus has 40 laps to catch up to him. So how long until Derek Kraus gets to Chase Dunbar? Of course, there was the 2-lap cars between them. Matt Kraft and Todd Gillen. These two are actually bound with each other for 22nd. They happen to be right behind the leader of Chase Dunbar. It's making it wild here as Todd Gillen trying to get underneath Matt Crafton. So now Pref Lab Trucks that retort battle, and he's getting underneath Chase Dunbar. Some contact was made there that could have been much worse. But Todd Gillen successfully makes his way around Chase Dunbar. Now Matt Crafton trying to do the same. That could have been much worse though. Yeah, Matt Crafton trying to look low. Not quite. I've got Derek Cross here, but he's got Chandler Smith behind him, a lap down car. And I think the cautions come out. Yeah, I just saw the yellow flag there. Caution had come out. For the first time today here at Five Flag Speedway, we have a caution. Let's see what happened to bring out this one here, as I did not see it. I don't even know where it happened. All right, so lights out. Looks like lights out were out for a while there. So let's see what actually happened to bring out that. Oh, Chastain! Wow. He was having a good day. I was actually doing battle. I wasn't doing battle. Wow, lap cars. Oh man, Chastain was having such a good day too. But it gets into it with his teammate, no less, Ryan Truex. A pair of Nice Motorsports trucks came together. Wow. Look at that from a different angle. Wow. Nice Motorsports teammates getting into each other. Chastain, after having a good day, he is done. Wow. That's unfortunate for him. Chastain was looking to go 2 race wins in a row in the Truck Series. However, victory, or he will not see victory tonight. That's unfortunate. So we're now getting the wave around. Oh, Chase Dunbar went up here road. And the field just showing each other out. So actually top 2 drivers, the top 2 running drivers of Chase Dunbar and Derek Cross have come down pit road. He's up here, but he's in 30, so this isn't actually for position. In fact, this pack as a whole is in a big mess, so we'll have to wait and see. Wait for the field to sort each other out. Very compact pit road here at Five Flag Speedway, so hopefully there aren't any collisions. I think all these guys up here, yep, they're all coming down pit road. These are the back runners. So Chase Dunbar will actually come back out in the lead. Man, Nice Motorsports teammates get to that team boss is gonna be pretty upset now. Now one of his drivers running in 3rd, and then another one of his drivers lapped down and just spins him out. Man, the last thing you want to see is teammates getting into it with each other. That is exactly what just happened. We're just about 3/4 of the way through this race. So they're probably going to go out this time by... I've actually been caution free this whole day until now. Yes, but there were no cautions in any of the E race, no cautions in the B main. But we do have a pretty late race caution here in the A main. Alright, so let's now skip forward a lap. Lights are out. And we're going to line up like so. It's been a pretty interesting race so far. So let's see this one out. So those were lapped down. Have lined up on the bottom lane. It's like to be the end of the day for Chastain, but for everyone else, race still on. And green flag is back in the air at Five Flag Speedway. A pretty crowded field, and Chandler Smith and the entire inside line. Man, this is become a bit of a mess now. Yeah, Chase Dunbar trying to get out of Chandler Smith. So he will, Chase Dunbar. There he goes to the inside. He's cleared Chandler Smith. And Chase Dunbar successfully secured the lead. clearly left down trucks might not actually be able to come back up and take that win, or just get the lap back in general. You know, it's Derek Krause, the next guy being for a position. He's got all these other lap trucks in front of him. They have to pass all of them if he's going to have any shot at winning this race. Oh, there's been a spin. Not really. Okay, not so much a spin, but a slow up. As Tristan Ekes actually caught up with his teammate Chandler Smith. Wow. Another pair of teammates getting into it with each other. Wow. And it looks like that is going to bring out the caution again. That's been the bring out the caution though. No, I couldn't have brought the caution. Did that seriously bring out a caution? Or is there something else that I missed? Nope, that was it. Wow. So for the second time tonight, an accident between two teammates can bring another caution. Wow. Didn't see that coming. 2 times in the same night, teammates get together for all the wrong reasons. Well, I'll line them up and go again. There's any tickets coming up here road? Don't think so. Oh no, Ben Rhodes coming up here road. And that's it. Okay, let's skip forward a lap. Once again, I don't think there's gonna be any takers. People sort themselves out now. I just done only 22. No. No, there's still some lap trucks up here. Quite a few of them actually. Alright, so lights out on the pace truck now. We'll reset and try again. And these teammates happen to be lap down card. Here they are getting into it with each other. Oops. So Chase Dunbar still has the lead, and this is another attempt for Derek Krause to try to keep up with him. Chandler Smith now is a bit of distance away from Christian Ekes now. Alright, truck is off again. And green flag is back in the air at 5 Flag Speedway. Chase Dunbar once again pulling out to a lead. This time he's going to get right in front of Spencer Boyd. Secure that lead spot. Derek Krause looks like he's cleared the big wad of trucks. Now he's has to pass 2 more lap down trucks to be in contention to win. Can he do it though? Yeah, Chase Dunbar has the lead for now, but how long will he have it for? Could these guys behind him force him up the racetrack and force him to make a mistake? Chase Dunbar. He's trying, man. Chase Dunbar, one of the new NRL drivers. You know, so far this season in the Truck Series has been won by an NRL driver and then 2 part-time drivers, and they happen to be from different series as well. This is the 4th race of the year for the Truck Series, and Chase Dunbar trying to make it 2 NRL driver wins so far. So we got 14 laps to go. Derek Krause because it doesn't really seem much of an effort to get around these slap trucks. But pretty low on the back straightaway. That's not going to work though. You have these to do battle for 23rd. Caitlin Downey trying to find a way around Spencer Boyd. He's not going to be much late in this race, but he's going to try. Yeah, again, now it looks like he... Well, now he's right there with Spencer Boyd. He's got about 11 or 12 laps to go. He doesn't have enough time, enough power, or anything, enough of anything, honestly. He hasn't given up, though. Ten laps to go this time by. Or 9 laps to go. Guess we skipped a lap. No, we didn't. But Chase Dunbar, he's done everything he's needed to do today to win this race. I actually can't remember if it came up through the heat races or he had to go through the B main as well, but regardless, he's put up quite an effort tonight. And it looks like he's got it made. I don't think Derek Carl's gonna have enough for him. Derek Carl, so he's just gonna have to just settle for second. I mean, second is still good considering the, the events of the season, but I think Derek Carl's wanted a little bit better. But Chase Dunbar, 5 laps to go. That's all he has to do to win. You know, Paul Jackson, number 48, won the season opener. Chase Dunbar, number 46, just 2 numbers below, is now on his way to winning this race. I wonder if that's foreshadowing for anything. Obviously, I wouldn't know because I haven't recorded any races after this one, but you never know. 3 laps to go. 3 laps of victory for Chase Dunbar. You know, with how chaotic the races have been tonight, with all the heat races and the B main, you couldn't really tell who was going to win. However, it's become clear with 2 laps to go. As Chase Dunbar, he's done quite a lot tonight. As for behind him, I thought we had a caution for them, but with behind him stacking up, white flag, 1 more lap to go. As the field now getting a bit stacky behind him, as some guys pitting really late in the race, Chase Dunbar has overcome the events of today, and he will come off of turn number 4. Chase Dunbar will win the Icy Bus 200 at 5 Flag Speedway. How about that? A well-deserved win for Chase Dunbar tonight. He took the lead after pit stops, and he never looked back. Some guys have a better day than others, but Chase Dunbar, for tonight, is at the top of the world. So let's give you your finishing positions, finishing grid for For the race, so winning is Chase Morrow with Derek Cuss coming off second, Grant Enfinger third, Sheldon Creed fourth, John Nematek fifth, William Seaman sixth, Tyler Ankrum seventh, Jeb Burton eighth, Matt Crafton ninth, Logan Cole 10th, Ben Rhodes 11th, Chase Purdy 12th, Brett Marvin 13th, Zane Smith 14th, Cody Cleveland 15th, Austin Wayne Self 16th, Adam Garcia 17th, Angelica Rush 18th, Todd Gillen 19th, Spencer Boyd 20th, Galen Downey 21st, Tate Fogelman 22nd, Spencer Davis 23rd, Isaac Nordic 24th, Derek DeLillo 25th, Christian Vargas 26th, Paul Jackson 27th, Chandler Smith 28th, Christian Nickens 29th, Ron Stain 30th, and Ryan Truex coming home in 31st. The pair of Nice Morris teammates not agreeing with each other, and they didn't even finish. Yeah, luckily they're part timers, so never gonna change the effect of the point standings, but it's still sausages either way. But anyway, yeah, so that was a pretty fun night. We did heat racing, we did a B-main and all the other jazz. And the best part about that is we get to do it all again tomorrow with the Cup Series. So that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next.